Somewhere between midnight and dawn, I looked over and saw Jason carving words into the desk with shaking hands. And when I read them, my blood froze because I just read those exact same words on mine. I don't believe in ghosts. Or at least, I didn't. It was supposed to be a dumb dare. One of those things you do in high school to impress your friends, get a good story, maybe post some creepy pictures on Instagram, spend the night in Blackwood High, Tyler said. Just until dawn. We all laughed, but none of us backed down. The school had been shut down for over 20 years. They said it was mold, or asbestos, or budget cuts. But everyone in our town knew there was something else. Stories of teachers who vanished. Students who came home different. People claimed to hear tapping sounds if you walked by at night. Whispers if you got too close. We snuck in through a broken window in the back. Wooden, old-fashioned ones with flip-tops and deep scratches across the surfaces, names, jokes, messages carved in over decades. The kind of stuff you see in movies about detention. The gym was still padlocked, so we ended up in one of the upstairs classrooms. Around midnight, Maya dared us to read as many carvings on the desks as we could before we got too creeped out. It was colder than we expected. The kind of cold that gets in your bones, even in September. I thought it was just old insulation. The building smelled like damp paper and rusted metal. We didn't believe any of that. Or again, I didn't. Not with a penknife or a paper clip, but something sharper, deeper. The letters were jagged, uneven. Like whoever wrote it had been trembling. We laughed it off. Said it was all part of the vibe. No name, no context. It was me, Tyler, Jason, and Mia. I turned to tell Jason he was sitting a desk away, head down. There were desks lined up in neat rows, still frozen in time, like kids might walk in any minute and sit down. We set up our flashlights, a couple sleeping bags, and a pack of energy drinks. His knuckles were white, gripping it like a lifeline, and he was carving, slowly, methodically. It was funny at first. Mrs. Carter is a witch, ripped to the biology frog. Sarah loves Mark Knott. Some were dark, one said, he watches us. Another read, don't stay after the bell. There was even one desk with tally marks, rows and rows of them, like someone had been counting days or victims. His eyes snapped to mine, wide and unfocused, like he didn't know where he was. He dropped the multi-tool and just stared at me, breathing hard. But then I saw something that stopped me cold. We need to leave, he said. His voice was flat, mechanical. It was scratched deep into the desk right in front of me. He makes us write this, just that. I stared at it, feeling this weird tightness in my chest, like my body knew something I didn't. Then we heard it. The sound that still wakes me up some nights. Dude, check this out. Mine says, and then I saw what he was doing. He had one of those little multi-tools from his keychain in his hand. Same words. He makes us write this. I could hear someone breathing harsh and uneven, but it wasn't any of us. It was too wet, too close. Don't look at him, he whispered. That's how he gets in. Jason, I said. He didn't answer. Didn't even look up. I reached out to stop him, but when my hand touched his arm, he jerked like I'd electrocuted him. Tyler came over. What the hell is going on? I don't know, I said. I think something's wrong with him. Jason stood up abruptly. I thought we were staying till morning, Mia said. No, Jason said. We're not supposed to be here. He doesn't like it when we read them. Who's he? I asked, trying to sound calm. I don't remember who got the window open, but we pushed through it like rats escaping a trap. Jason's lips quivered. He's here, right now. We all stood still. The room felt heavier, like the air itself was thicker. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Sent him to stay with his grandparents in another state. Coming from the far corner, Mia won't even look at old photos of that night. We all agreed to never go back. It sounded exactly like someone carving into wood. Jason backed into a desk and almost tripped. Tyler pointed his flashlight toward the corner, But the beam flickered, then went out. So did the others, all of them, one by one. The room plunged into darkness, and then came the whisper, not loud, not even close. It was like it was inside my own head, right it. I don't know how long we stood there, frozen. Then Mia screamed. Her flashlight flicked back on for a second, just a second. And in that flash, I saw a figure standing behind her desk. Not a man, not a shadow, something wrong. Its head tilted like it was studying us. Long fingers curled around the edge of the desk, dragging something sharp slowly across the surface. The light blinked out again. We ran, didn't even grab our bags. We bolted out of the classroom, down the stairs, slamming into walls and screaming over each other. No one said a word until we were 3 blocks away. Jason didn't come to school the next day, or the day after. His mom said he hadn't slept, that he just sat in his room, scratching into the wood of his desk. Again and again, he makes us write this. Eventually, they pulled him out of school altogether. We don't talk about it anymore. Tyler pretends it was just stress, a group panic thing. But last week I walked past the school again. There was a light on, faint, flickering, coming from that same classroom, and as I passed by, I swear I heard it. Scratch, scratch, like something was still writing. Or making someone else write. I didn't stop. I didn't look, but I did check my old school notebook that night, the one I used to carry everywhere, even to Blackwood High. It had been untouched for years. At the very back, on the last page, someone not me had carved the words in sharp, deep letters. He makes us write this. And now, sometimes, I wake up in the middle of the night, sitting at my desk, a pen in my hand. No memory of getting there. And on the page in front of me, new scratches, new messages. Always the same sentence. And I swear I can feel him standing behind me, watching, waiting, until I write again.